Hello, this is Kyle Van Hook, and this is a final project video, or at least the second part of a final project milestone video, just to show you that for this next week, all most of the stuff that I've been getting done. So I think, well, for the project, when I did the first video, I don't think I even got started. No, I didn't get started. Because I was planning to start working on it during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to start getting player movement, getting health, getting a basic scoring system down, a bunch of stuff like that done. Just so I had some stuff done over the weekend and I can start building up over the rest of this week. Now, that was last Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, and this whole week I've been building up more of the basic gameplay systems of this game. This is just the test scene that everything is in, or that has everything. And for starters, our character can jump, move. Uh, I don't think you can hear it, but there should be sound. There is sound somewhere. But I've also gotten we turn this off because this is a key is going off. I've already gotten a dictionary and a for loop here, or for each loop here, just printed out in the debugger. I've got list already made that checks the how many keys are in an object or in a level. And once those keys are collected, they destroy those those lock blocks. And I've got a couple of enemies. One is that moving like spike ball there, which uses vector programming. I've got two enemies. Both of them move. One is a move that you can Mario jump. When she gets here, like that. And we got another one that will insta kill you. And unfortunately, because I forgot, that's why I put the spawning there. As you can see, we do also level transition does work, and a lot of the audio manager, the game manager, the main camera that we use, the UI canvas, the player controller, and the player pawn, they're working, and they also don't destroy, and they transition to a new scene. We've got players spawning and respawning and getting into a new scene done. And we also have going to a new level or going to an in screen. This is the win screen, or at least the prototype version. And this is the actual first level. Again, we're just kind of testing everything right now, just to show that everything works. I need to put an exit. I need to put an exit button in the win or lose screen, but this is the game so far. Also, we have basic menu scene, the loose scene here, which I still need to put more buttons in. The start scene, which is going to have a background, an actual background image, once that's made. And that's pretty much everything. Now, that is the I need to move this to the side somewhere. That's the game and stuff I've been working on. But to show you, this is the GitHub that we've made for it, and this is proof that I have been working on it. Here's my phone. Last Saturday was the 5th. All right. So this was made December 4th. That was Tuesday. Worked a little bit on this and then probably actually. Oh, yeah. I did end up doing another commit on Sunday. That was for the pawn, the player controller, the player pawn, player controller, movement, and limiting how fast the player can move in both velocities. And then everything else above this, like December 8th, 9th, 11th, and 12th, that's just been me working slowly throughout the entire week to make sure to get all the basic stuff done, testing everything, modified player movement, so there's drag when the left and right keys are pressed, add a moving platform using vector math. Well, actually, that was not true. That one's using move around. That's using move towards. Once I got that implement, I had to use a make a different object that would actually move. But I didn't want to get rid of the moving platform because I like that. We also added a falling platform that uses gravity. Also, our character uses forces, so that's how they're jumping and moving. We also integrated a game manager, an audio manager, health components, death components, basic UI with lives and scores, added coins and gems, increased score, and added a spike that can harm insta-skill players. And we figured out how to make the camera follow the player. And then for like December 9th, let's see, they're about the same. Let's see. I'm guessing the bottom one's the first one. So on December 9th, I made the player pawn, player controller, game manager, audio manager, UI manager, and camera follow player scripts instances. I made it so that they don't get destroyed on load. I made a for loop script for a button that spawns a designated amount of objects when triggered. And I don't mean like a button that you click on, like a game object button that you just touch and it would make like 5 gems appear. You probably saw that, but that works. And I'll show that off in the final video that we're most likely going to be making for this. We got the for each loop and the dictionary. Dictionary requirements out of the way in a script called for each dictionary. I really wasn't going to do anything with those, so I just made an object that I could place in the scene to show that it works. Let's see. Implemented player respawning. We had to tweak the follow player controller. We had to move the player health bar and the text from the player health controller to the UI manager. That way we can whenever we're getting stuff from the player pawn and the game game manager, the health bar actually changes and doesn't stay at just a static number. Give new destroy and load script to the player pawn prefab allow it to not be deleted when a new scene is loaded. Spawns a prefab. Tricks a prefab. Yeah, we got that. December 11th. Fix the player script when in the same scene as a set entry script object. Modify the spawn player script to properly assign the temporary pawn component to the player controller. Yeah, that was one of the issues that I was having. The player controller wasn't properly getting connected to the player pawn, so I ended up having to. I think I was trying to get the now spawn object. I needed to make sure to get the instance of the player pawn, and then December 12th started adding audio. Started making menus and buttons. Began making the levels. They're still kind of test levels, but they shouldn't be that too hard to actually make. Made a jumping spring, which was fun to make. Made another walking enemy with a spike on its head. Learned how to make a background. That was that would work. We implemented the list object using the key and lock, and the list is in the lock key list script, and that's basically all the proof I've had that I've been working this past week for more than 8 hours. And then finally, I'll have a link to this, but this is the boards for game programming. And this is the objectives for game programming. I should delete. I have another portfolio that I should get rid of this, or at least this whole thing out of that, just so it's regular. But I have a link to the GitHub of the final project, and this is pretty much one of the first big projects I've made 64 game. And this is simply a basic Mario-style platformer featuring 3 levels. A start and menu screens, and as well as a win and lose screens. And it was made in Unity. And I think that's everything. Thankfully, this wasn't as long as other videos, but thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.